Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Fairy Tail Chapter 315 review. And this week's chapter of Fairy Tail, just like what the title says, Erza saves Kagura, but Minerva saves Chapter. And that's the way it was. That is truly the way it was. And basically, like, this chapter can be broken down into three main parts. The first part being the conclusion of the Erza Kagura fight. The second part being the flashback. And the third part being Minerva. And again, the third part is what saves this chapter. Because, honest to God, it was like part 2 and part 1, no. No. And listen, man. Kagura, she is no longer the queen. She is no longer the queen bitch. That spot is now Minerva. Minerva is the queen of Fairy Tail right now. And hopefully it remains that way. Will it? Probably not. Because knowing Hiro Mashima, knowing Fairy Tail, Minerva's probably going to lose despite the fact that Erza is severely, so quote-unquote, severely wounded, depleted of magic, and a broken leg. But she's still gonna pull off the fucking win. Because that's the way Fairy Tail works. Or it's gonna be a tie. It's gonna be like a cross-counter, and blood, oh my god, fall down to the ground. And then, you know, that's the way it's probably gonna go. And no. Because the way I see is that Minerva should just completely shit stomp Erza. She should completely shit stomp Erza at this point in time. But I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. Because it's Fairy Tail. I mean, that's the way it works. And before I get full-blown started with the actual, you know, part breakdown, I do want to say that when it comes to Erza's power scheme, I find it very strange how, like, well, I'm starting to know, well, I've noticed for a while that Erza is supposed to specialize in re-equipping armor. But yet, almost all the time nowadays, she seems to end off solely on this one particular armor, which is not even armor. It's like tape around her titties and like some fucking long pants, and that's it. And a sword. Like her hair back in the ponytail, tape around her titties, long pants. And then she just does her shit. It's not an armor. I mean, apparently that form or that getup that she wears is supposed to, like, rely solely on attack power. But again, it's like, it's not armor. It's like, she's supposed to be the queen of re-equipping armor. She's supposed to have a vast arsenal of armor. But it's kind of like, nowadays, even when she fought against those 100 monsters, she didn't use armor. She used the same shit that she had now. The same shit that she had now. When she fought against that one girl back in the Tower of, the Tower of Heaven arc. Again, the same armor. When she, at the end of the Tenryujima Island arc, the same fucking, the same getup. The same getup. It's the same getup all the time. Tape around the tits, and then long pants. Like fire long pants. Like that's the way it is now, apparently. So, fuck it. I guess fuck it. I mean, Erza, power scheme-wise, should be fairly diverse, and she is, but again, the fact that she ends off on that same getup, it's kind of like, what the fuck? I'm just saying. But whatever. So when it comes to part 1, it started off pretty damn good, alright? Like, we have Kagura unsheath the sword, swing, and she cut mad houses in like a clock tower. It was like, whoa. Like, when you saw that shit, you were like, whoa. And then you look at the end result, and Erza's like, but I won't die here. And she blocked that shit, and like, it's a nick on her right arm. I was like, really? Like, dead ass. Really? So she can block that attack from Kagura and then have a nick on her right arm. Yet a freaking rock falls on her foot and it's broken. Okay, all right. What ifs? What ifs? What ifs? Basically, you know, they do their thing, and then Erza winds up one-shotting Kagura. Like, what the fuck? Like, she winds up she literally one-shotted Kagura because Erza, the damage beforehand which she gave to Kagura was very minimal. I mean, like, it was like a few kicks and a punch before they fought one-on-one. And then when they fought one-on-one, Kagura was completely dominating Erza. And Erza couldn't get one hit on Kagura. So in this sense, Kagura was in... So she was in like full force. And her sword was just drawn. But Erza, it was like... Yeah! And... Like, she one-shotted the shit out of Kagura. And I was like, oh, fuck no. Like, oh man, fuck. Like, that's what I said right there. The moment I saw her swing and Kagura fell down, I was like, fuck no, man. Like, at least because that's like, I was hoping that now that Erza was in her getup with the fucking titty rapping and shit, I was hoping that there was going to be like a true blue, full out fight between Kagura with her sword drawn and Erza in her quote unquote most powerful getup. But no, that didn't happen. It was a basic, you know, shing ding like no, nigga. So that was a one shot, and then that's how you know. And then the fight ends off with Kagura trying to get up and shit. And then she's like, I'm, and then Boulder falls down. Erza is saved, hits the fucking leg. Her leg is broken, and then she's like, oh, you're that one girl. And then that's where we go to part two. So part one, even though part one started off, you know, pretty damn good, like it really did, with, you know, Kagura slash and shit, cutting like mad houses in a fucking clock tower, which was, oh, it was like, oh. Like, the way, when you saw that shit, you turned Asian. You were like, oh, like, yeah, that sounded mad racist. I do apologize, but that's the way it was. That, like, you saw that shit, you were like, oh, like, but after that, the one shot, no. The one shot was terrible. So part one gets a bad rating, automatic. Part two, it was a fucking plot device. Like, there's nothing more to say about it. It was a fucking plot device where it was a supposed flashback. Like, oh yeah, like you were that one girl I saved in the Rosemary Village, and then like you completely forgot about me, and I completely forgot about you. But in the middle of combat, oh, I know who you are now. I saved you one time. Oh my god, it was you. Boulder, I lost. Like, no. What the fuck? No. I mean, Hero, if you're gonna do a fucking plot device, at least make it appropriate or reasonable or good for that matter. But shit, that was just bad. That was just really fucking bad. It was like, what the hell? Like, since when? Like, what the fuck? Like, yo. And doesn't that fuck up the timeline? Because Erza's like 19 years old, but she went through a 7-year time jump without her agent. So, like, I shit you not, but I think that fucks up the entire timeline. Because Erza and Kagura look the same fucking age. I mean, well, back in the day, like, when they were kids, they look like they're the same age. I mean, if, like, for example, like, if Erza were, if she was, like, 9 years old, then Kagura would have to be 2. But Kagura does not look like a fucking 2-year-old. Like, when you look at the flashback, they look the same. There should be a 7-year time difference between Erza and Kagura's ages. But when you look at the flashback, they look the fucking same. Like, the same age. So, from appearance alone, it looks like the timeline is fucked up. And it's one flashback. Which, again, it's a bad fucking plot device. It really is. So part 2 gets a bat. But part 3, holy shit. Part 3, we have freaking Kagura. She knocks the boulder off fucking Erza and shit. And then she's like, well, I must, like she said something and that, well, she was about to say, my loss. But no. The moment she says law, stab right through the freaking torso. Minerva right behind her, looking like a boss. Kagura falls down, and Minerva says Erza won the fight, but I get the points, bitch. I'm the queen, bitch. Oh man, Minerva, round of a fucking applause, man. Round of a fucking applause for Minerva. Oh shit, yo man. And then it was just like, it was awesome. Because Kagura she's on the ground and shit, bleeding out. And then we have Erza just pissed off. Like, how could you? And then Minerva, she's like, this is how a king fights. I was like, oh, thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Minerva, good shit. Good shit. And that right there is where the chapter ends. So the chapter was saved on an awesome note. So the overall rating is good. Because the ending, part 3 was awesome. It was straight up awesome. But part 2, bad. Really bad. Part 1, just as bad. So we have 2 bads and an awesome. I'll give it a good. I'll give it a good. Alright, and now I'm being lenient. Alright? So, hey, that's the way it is. Because Minerva, she literally saved this chapter. Alright, on some, oh man. She reached her hand out, and she's like, chapter, I got you. And she just pulled that shit up from like an abyss of darkness, man. She's just like, yeah, chapter. Like, yeah, and she got it. And she got it. So, a round of applause for Minerva. Round of applause for Minerva. And the rest of the chapter, fuck it. Fuck it. So I'm done. King of Lightning. Be sure to rate, comment, and of course subscribe as always. Because once again, I can go deep. I can go super ass deep. But the fact here is that part 1, bad. Part 2, bad. Part 3, awesome. Awesome. Because Minerva right now, she is doing what she has to do in order to get the job done. And she's doing it. And she's fucking doing it. Seriously. And again, my thing here is that I don't want Erza to beat Minerva. Because in retrospect, with Erza's weakened body, lack of magic, broken leg, and Minerva in like full strength, there's no way Erza should win. But that may, actually no, it'll probably be the case because it is Fairy Tail. And Hiromashima pulls off a lot of bullshit. So that can go either way. But I'm done. King of Lightning. Be sure to of course rate, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'm signing out. Peace. Have a nice day.